Alright everyone, welcome to Dr. Shaurav's classes. Now before we dive into the mystery of the disappearing paper, let's talk about the CogAT, that is the Cognitive Abilities Test. It sounds like a secret government project, doesn't it? But in reality, it's an examination used to measure how you think, not just how you are memorized. So it's like the gym of your brain, focusing on the verbal, quantitative, and our star of the show today, the non-verbal battery. So these questions are use the shapes and patterns to see if you can see the things that are not there yet. So it's essentially training for becoming a wizard of a high-end architect. Okay, so let's come to the question. Question says a square piece of paper is folded in half from left to right. A small circle is punched in the center of the folded paper. When the paper is unfolded, what will it look like? Option number A says one circle in the center. Option number B says two circles, one on the left and one on the right. Option number C says two circles, one at the top and one at the bottom. And option number D says four circles in a square pattern. Okay. So let's discuss this question. This is a very nice question. Okay. So we have perfect square. It has four equal sides, four right angles and absolutely no drama. But now we add the drama. The question says we fold it in half from left to right. Now imagine the paper is a book you are closing or perhaps a tiny door. So when we fold left to right, we create a vertical crease right down the center, and this is where the most of the people go wrong. They forget where the spine of our paper book is. So every fold is basically a mirror, you can say. When you fold a paper, you are not just making it smaller, you are creating a reflected layer. So whatever you do, one side of that fold must appear on the other side when you open it. So it's physics basically. Now the question says we punch a small circle in the center of this folded paper. Now visualize this. Our square is now a rectangle, right? Half of the size, and we poke a hole right in the middle of the rectangle. Okay, so at this moment your brain might say, okay, one hole, but wait, your brain is lying to you because the paper is folded. That punch did not just go through the one layer, it went through the front layer and the back layer. Okay, so it's a 2-for-1 detail. If this were a grocery store, you'd be thrilled, and since it's a geometry problem, you have to be very careful. Now we unfold. We go back from right to left, right? So the hole we punched in the center of the right half stays there, and but because of our mirror rule, a perfect twin of that hole appears on the left half. So if if the fold was vertical, like left to right, the travel of the holes happens horizontally. So what do we have? One circle. No, we are not that boring, right? Second, top and bottom. Only if we folded it like a taco, like top to bottom. And four circles. No, calm down. We only punched it once. So the answer is our option number 2. That is option number B, you can say. That is two circles. One on the left and one on the right. Okay. So I'm giving you some pro tip. Okay, if I talk about the axis of symmetry, now in spatial reasoning, the fold line is your axis of symmetry. Okay, vertical fold is the horizontal symmetry. And horizontal fold is the vertical symmetry. And diagonal fold, well, that's when the real headache starts. We will save that for the tomorrow's episode. Why did I choose this measure? Okay, so always count your layers. If the paper is folded twice, one punch equals to 4 holes, 2 to the power n. Okay, where n is the number of folds. Alright, so the correct option is option number B. When folded left to right and punched, the whole percentage to layers of the paper, unfolding it across the vertical axis creates a mirrored image resulting in 2 horizontal circles. Okay, so we have solved this beautiful question. So in the next session, we will be solving more questions like this, and that will be very beneficial for you. So see you in the next session, guys. Bye bye.